What paint colors do I need? That is the question I will be answering today. Hello, welcome for joining me. This is the Painted Playground. I am Heather Freeman, and I get to teach women how to have fun painting with acrylics. This was really created for that person that has that creative desire inside of them that's just wanting to be expressed and wanting to get out onto the canvas. So thank you for being here. Welcome, and let's get started. So I've got my little gnome. I'm going to paint on some flowers, and I just wanted to talk about, it's a question that I get asked all the time is, what do I need to get started? What do I need to paint? So if you're somebody that has never painted before, or maybe it's been a while since you've painted, you might be wondering, what really do I need? What colors do I need to get started? And so we're going to talk about three things today. We're going to talk about keeping it simple, building from there, and then the third thing we're going to talk about is playing, just really letting loose and playing. And so the first thing is start simple, right? So really I would suggest just getting the colors that you're attracted to, that say, ooh, that speak to you and say, ooh, let's paint. This is a great color. And so those colors, whatever they might be, whatever values they might be, so they might be very different from the colors that I work with. They might be darker values versus, I just love kind of the magical play of the bright, cheerful colors, but you might be, more of the fall colors and the deeper tones and values of those colors. So whatever really speaks to you, just go in and grab those colors, because you want to paint with colors that bring you joy. And different colors speak to people in different ways. For me, I love the bright greens and yellows and pinks and reds. But for you, that might be something different. So you really want to start with the colors that you're attracted to the most, whatever that might be. And I really wouldn't worry about color mixing or, just get the colors that you like. And then the second thing you can do is build from there. So, when I was just starting out, I just grabbed the colors that I liked, and that was the bright colors. And then I built from there. So then I kind of started expanding out and getting colors that were, variants of the colors that I was using. So they were pre-mixed. They were colors that already came from the manufacturer in the different tones and shades. But I really wanted to play and expand on the color palette that I was using. And I didn't want to have to worry about mixing or trying to figure out that whole side of things, of color. So I started out simple. I got the colors that I really loved. And then I expanded my paint palette from there and brought in I started bringing in some colors that I wouldn't have necessarily brought in, that I wouldn't have thought of on my own. But when I started looking around and seeing colors that worked in, from the inspiration that I was drawing upon, then I decided to bring in some other additional colors. So, start out simple, and then the second thing to do is build from there. And then the third thing when it comes to your colors is really play with them and let go and see what you can do and what you can create with those colors. And play around with doing some mixing with those that you have. and seeing, you know, that really allows you to see what the ability is of those paints. So you might find that once you start mixing the colors that you have, that they don't mix so well together. And you really want to kind of take it to the next level and maybe buy some higher, you know, the quality of paint really does show through when you want to start playing around and mixing with colors. So some of the more craft paints aren't going to mix so well as some of the, you know, student grade and artistic grade, artist grade paints. So that might be the time where you want to really build on what you have and expand so that you can play with some color mixing. All right, I'm going to keep adding. I'm going to go, yeah, I want to add some leaves. So tell me, what are the favorite colors that you like to paint with? What are you drawn to? We're all drawn to different colors. I'd love to hear what you're drawn to. Whoops, I got some black in that. Okay, I'm going to keep layering these flowers in. Build it up. Keep playing. Give this gnome some beautiful spring flowers. So yeah, the three things that we talked about were starting simple, just picking the colors that you're drawn to, that light you up and that just draw, you know, grab your attention when you're walking in the craft, down the craft aisle or down the paint aisle. Those are the ones to grab first. And then next, once you start playing a little bit, you can build from there and expand the color selection that you're working from. So maybe pick out different shades of your favorite colors, different tones. And then the third is to let yourself play with your colors. So start mixing what you have and see what works, see what doesn't work. Just explore and play. All right. So if you found this helpful, give it a like below, share it with your friends, and feel free to join the Painted Playground's free online studio. It's a great group where we can share what we're working on, ask questions, have some fun together. Okay, I'm going to keep on playing, keep on painting. You all have a great day. We'll see you next time at the canvas. Bye.